Hey guys, what's up? It's David Mostert here, financial advisor, coming back to you with another video. The topic of today's video is a topic I touch on frequently with my clients in my financial advisory practice, especially the younger ones who haven't yet bought themselves a house. Now, if you haven't realized the title of the video yet, or what I just said, the topic of today's video is, should you buy a house? Now, truth be told, there is a lot that falls into the equation when thinking about buying a house. I actually made a video about this topic last year on my other channel, which you can go check out right here if you wish. But today I would like to approach this topic from a different angle than I did previously. I think when it comes down to buying a house, one should ask themselves what their priorities in life are and also evaluate their tolerance to risk. Now, I'll explain later on why both these things are important, but there are obviously some basic, obvious questions which come into play when buying a house. You know, things like what area to live in, what is your affordability, do you have a good credit score with the bank, do you have enough money saved up for a deposit, how big should the house be, etc., 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 right? There are many such basic, obvious questions that people ask themselves, but those questions are not for me to discuss right now, at least. You know, maybe in person I can discuss those questions with my clients or whatnot, but for the purpose of the video, I'm going to address those two main things, which are what are your priorities and what is your risk tolerance. Now, let me explain. What are your priorities? Why this is important is because you have to ask yourself, what kind of wealth are you aiming to create within your lifetime? Do you prefer sticking to one place for many years, or are you okay with moving around, not really feeling settled, like every 1 to 2 years at a time? Because why I say that is because when you rent a place, right? The contract usually lasts 1 to 2 years, and who knows what's going to happen after that 1 to 2 years. Maybe the owners want to move into that property themselves. Maybe they're looking for different tenants. Maybe they want to raise the price and you can't afford it. Maybe they want to sell it, etc. So nothing's guaranteed, and when you rent, you're going to have to be used to maybe moving around a lot, right? So that's one of the cons of renting out, is that you maybe not feel 100% settled. And there are some people which absolutely resent this type of lifestyle because they want to, feel settled, especially those who are older and already have families, etc. But then on the flip side, there are people who love always moving around, etc. On the flip side though, if you are looking to create as much wealth as possible throughout your lifetime, then maybe buying a house wouldn't be in your best interest. And this is where risk tolerance comes in. Every person, no matter who they are, must figure out what their risk tolerance level is so that they themselves know what they are capable of handling in the investment world, how much risk they're capable of handling. What exactly does it mean working out what your risk tolerance is? So it's basically, you can contact a financial advisor or look at some calculators online or whatnot. But it's basically to evaluate whether you are a conservative investor, a moderate investor, or an aggressive investor. At the end of the day, what is important to realize, if you're more on the conservative side of things and you're not really high risk, you have to be willing to understand that, the lower the risk, the lower the reward. So in your sense, at the end of the day, buying a house is technically an investment because the value of the house goes up, right? But the only time you'll actually be able to see the tangible worth and value of the actual investment is if you later on go to sell that house, which some people don't do that. Actually, quite frankly, a lot of people don't do that once they buy what's now called their dream house, right? They don't ever sell. They keep it until they eventually die and pass it on to their children. So there are benefits to that, but that isn't for the discussion of this video. Some people, use it in their favor. They'll buy a small house, and when they need to upgrade, they'll sell that house and then keep, building their credit score with the bank, etc., etc. But what it all comes down to is evaluating what your priorities are and your risk tolerance. Let's say you're a more aggressive investor, then buying a house might not be so much in your favor. That is because you are obviously prone to more risk, which means you could potentially have a higher reward. So then instead of maybe buying a house, you could use the money that you would have put down as a deposit. You can use it on alternative investments, such as, maybe investing in a startup, or maybe investing in your own business, or investing in real estate, and not real estate where you're buying the house to live in, saying rental income property, or even commercial property, where you're buying a place and then you put either office workers in there or tenants in there to live, who then take care of your mortgage, and depending on the mortgage rate, the interest rate, and also the amount they're paying you per month, you might, on top of them already taking care of the mortgage, you might also have a small margin of capital that's passively coming into you. So for the person who's more aggressive and younger and building as much wealth as possible is his priority, maybe for them buying a house wouldn't really be such a wise, or wouldn't really be within their interest. So yeah, like I said, it all really comes down to what your priorities are, figuring out what you want to do with your life, what kind of wealth you want to build, how permanent you want to be settled, etc. And also what type of risk and what type of investor you are. So yeah, that's it for today. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If I sound a little bit sluggish, I do apologize. It's been a long week so far. I know it's only Wednesday, but I am super tired. Cannot wait for the weekend where I can just sleep. Well, go on a long run and then sleep. But yeah, anyways, hope you guys enjoyed. Please do me a favor, like and subscribe. Comment down below if you'd like to know anything, or if you want to get a hold of me. My social links are down below in the description. And yeah, share this video with anyone who you think could find value in this. And that's it. Hope you guys have a great day, fella. Peace out, legends. Bye.